Hey, it's Sam on What Yacht to Do, and we had a shotgun start today. Called the bridge on the radio. They said they're going to open in 10 minutes. We quickly unhooked the power, got the lines off, and we already have the red and green light. It's the only bridge that we will have to have open today on our 17-kilometer journey up to our next marina along the Amstel River. So, really looking forward to this. Just being on the Amstel River seems to be something I wanted to do. So, Swing Bridge is opening now, and we'll see you along the way.
Could not be better timing. Look at those street lights going over. That looks so funny. That bus better stop. I don't see arms over here on the bus side that went down. Do you? Oh, the arm's way up here.
Yeah.
Nice going, Sam. This looks like a large ferry for this size of canal that you can see people walking on. So that's really interesting. It's a cable, so the cables are down. You can see the cables coming off the boat into the water. I guess we timed that right too to get through here, because we have had to wait on those cable boats, cable ferries. There are so many cute villages along our route. A lot of farmland, ranch land, animals out there. Then, church.
The name of this little burg here is Nes aan den Amstel. Nes, N-E-S, on the Amstel, which means on the river, the Amstel River.
You see this boat in front of us coming around?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I'd say get over to the right.
Yeah.
More right. You think they're carrying shoes?
Yeah, wooden shoes. And windmill parts. And stuff to make cheese. And a few tulips. So a little bit about navigation. Paper charts, they're out. They're old. They're cumbersome to work with. You would have to be plotting courses and all that, so they're gone. So electronic navigation, it's one of the things that I teach out there is electronic navigation. The big ones are Garmin, which is my favorite, Raymarine. Raymarine is good company. They make good hardware. I'm not real happy with the software interface and support, so I tend to go with Garmin. Now, we don't have any Garmin on board today because I looked at trying to get Garmin charts for this area, and it just didn't give me the fidelity that I want. So those of you who know, see my videos before, my backup is Aquamap, and so I use Aquamap and Navionics and then Garmin when I had a boat. When I go out and do training, I make sure that I have all the electronic charts updated. So just for this trip here, I selected Aquamap to get the planning down for what I was going to do. And so on this screen here, you will see all the routes that we have done, and we're currently on that one in the middle there, heading back up toward Amsterdam, and then going to be heading back to Vinkeveen to turn in the boat. Over here, though, is, you know, the old saying is, when in Rome, do what the Romans do. So we found a program here, and it is really cool. It does a lot of great things. It's called Water Carton. And you can get a free subscription for 7 days per email. And I tried it out, and I was really happy with it. And I said, you know what, I'm not going to be, because I'm covering over 2 weeks, it's not going to be switching emails because I wanted to save all the routes in there. So for 31 days, you can get the entire subscription so that you can save your routes, and you can also put it on different devices. And it does amazing things. You hover over where you are, you put in where you want to go, and prior to that, you put in your boat dimensions, because it's critical on the canals here is, hey, how many bridges can you pass under? And it will tell you, hey, you can't go that way because there's a bridge that you can't pass under. It will also tell you bridges that are going to have to open for you. And so it is really, really a slick product, and I enjoyed working with it. So what I'm going to do is show you a little bit more of the functionalities of water carton, and then I'm also going to show you how Aquamap also tracks. I'm using similar devices here. They are both Samsung 9 Plus FE. I think FE stands for the fan edition, but in any case, what was important to me was storage on it, processing speed, which was good enough, and also the ability to have GPS on it without having a cell number on it. So these are hooked to, right now, they are hooked to the boat Wi-Fi, which we purchased separately. However, you don't have to have Wi-Fi. If you've downloaded all your maps and you have your routes in there, you can be untethered, much like I do when I'm on training. Don't depend on anything. I have all of my charts and routes pre-programmed in there, and it will follow it. So let's take a look at the functions of water carton first. All right, we're going to look at the water carton app first, and while I'm not going to show you how to do a route, it is very simple to do. So once you purchase it, or once you sign up for a subscription, there's a little tutorial on there. You populate the app with your height and your width and depth, and from there it knows everything it needs to know. And we're in kilometers, so we're doing kilometers per hour, so you get all that. And also you can select the language, so you select English. Now it does a really good job of translating most things in there, but every once in a while you'll get to a note and it will be in Dutch. And so what we do is I have Rev take a picture of that Dutch, and then she translates it for me. So it may happen about 3 or 4 times on a trip where I am using asking Rev to use Google Translate and give me the information that I need. But most of that stuff you can do while you're planning your route and looking at your route for the next day. I also, after I do my planning, is I'll make a detailed list of all of the bridges, locks, and I'll have a piece of paper so that I can know, looking at that piece of paper, what's coming up. And if there's a phone number or a channel, I'll write it down there as well. So that way, as I'm moving along, I won't have to be into there, as I can watch my route and I can look outside and clear for other boats, which is important boater safety. So once I have the routes in there, I'm going to show you all the routes that I have actually put in here. And as you touch it, it will say saved routes, okay, or plan a route manually. You can go pick points if you want to. Haven't actually done that. Or I could record a route going along, but I have saved routes in here, and they're sorted by the length. You can sort them however you want. I just said, hey, sort it by the length. Today's route is somewhere around 17, and we're going from Uithoorn to Stadshaven Amstelkwartier. And I don't know if I have that right. I'm sure somebody will tell me. But we're going to hit start, and it says, hey, you know what? If you wanted to go the other way, you could do that. If we wanted to go there and come back, well, we're going one way, and it has opened up that route for me. Now, one of the things, the functions that I like best is, hey, I got more information over here. I can see what's coming up. Hey, I have a bridge over the A9 in Amstelveen, or Amstelveen, however you say that. And then I have more bridges along the way. If there were a bridge that had to open for us, it would be in orange. And if there were a bridge along there that couldn't open for us, it would be in red. In fact, it wouldn't even plan the route. It would tell you, hey, double check, you can't go this way. So it's a really cool function. The other thing that you'll note is there for the next location that is coming up, that's in 3 kilometers, and it's going to take me at my current speed, which I'm back to about 6 kilometers per hour right now, just kind of cruising along the Amstel River here. I'm gonna be there in 31 minutes and 31 seconds. So that's good for being able to time railroad bridge openings and bridges that are timed. So wrapping up with water carton is about as much as I'm able to tell you here while I'm underway looking for other boats. I can hide this information and it will tell me what my speed is, 5.8 kilometers per hour. And I can also zoom in really nicely with this. It even without a internet connection, it zooms in nicely, and I can see details, kilometer markings. It will pick up the marinas in there, and much the same as Waterway Guide will do for you, give you information about the marinas, what's at the marinas. So I took that route, I built it, or Water Carton built it for me, and then just like I do anytime, or you should be doing when you have an electronic route, you should be double checking and make sure it's taking you in the right place you want to go, there aren't any obstacles out there that it didn't figure in, and taking an overall look at it. And then from there I go through the process of exporting that route in a GPX, a .GPX, that's Golf Papa X-ray file. They're very small files. They are just latitudes and longitudes of the route. One that's 20 kilometers long may only be about 16 kilobits. So it's a very small file. It transfers nicely. You get it on your device, and then you can open it up and import it into other navigation apps, and even Google Maps, you can put it into there. So it's a GPX file, highly recognizable by most charting and navigation apps. So what I did was I exported that route into Aquamap, and I have now selected that map here. You can see it's 17.3, it's an imported route, and you can make those whatever color you want. And so to distinctly identify what route I'm on, I made them different colors, and also that way you can kind of see where we went on our 12-day canal trip. So now it's time for me to activate that route. So I'm going to be pushing a button here and activating that route. Once it's already in there, we hit this button here and it says start navigation. So I'll start the navigation. Takes a little bit to catch up here. See what it's going to do. And right there you will start to see right here is all my information about my routes, what the turn is, where we're going, and all the turns. And you will also see it said, hey, you've already completed that, so the blue is in front of you. I'm going to close this down here and see what other information we have. And once it closes, you will be able to see how you're progressing, 63 meters to the next turn point. So depending on the area that you're in, some of the functionalities may be limited, but it is giving me all the information that I need. Right now we're doing 5.9 kilometers per hour. Our course over the ground is 332, and all the information that we need up there to be able to get to the next turn point. So electronic navigation, it is something that is going to be here, and I said they don't even print some of these paper maps anymore. I think you can get them, but you're going to probably pay a premium price. They're probably good for general overall planning, but on the boat you're really going to want to get up to speed, as cheap as it is these days to be able to purchase a tablet and also the electronic software, the whatever chart program that you want. Invest a little bit in money and then time to learn it, and I really can't emphasize that enough. There are many functions on here that will help you if you know how to use them. But what I don't want you to do is get so engrossed in all of the gizmos that are on there that you forget to look outside and clear the boat. So be safe and enjoy electronic navigation. Well, this is one of the major arteries around Amsterdam, kind of like to think of a beltway or so. It is the A9, and you can see there's construction going on. Looks like they're going to put another bridge over there so that they'll have two bridges going across. You can see where the abutments for both of them, both the east shore and the west shore, will eventually put up a bridge. And I would imagine that is going to be one of those things where this will be severely limited to navigation at the point they connect those. See there to the right where they have the pilings that they're building, I guess, to put up the next section. How's it look?
It looks good. Sam's gonna go through the closer to the left side. It's probably just an optical illusion, but looks a little higher on this side. Yeah, real good. You okay? Yeah, plenty of room. There's a restaurant over there on that side. That kind of looks like a ferry, a people bike mover with that flag. And then there's another flag on the other side. We have seen beautiful, beautiful homes on the way getting closer to Amsterdam. Another highway to Amsterdam and other places. We heard people talking on the VHF. Do you know what they said, Sam?
No, it was all in Dutch. Actually, it's 6.2 meters, which, you know, probably right around 20 feet. So everything that comes down this way is going to be less than about 20 feet, 6.2 meters.
Look at all these places right on the water. It's just such a great place to be.
Well, we made it 17 kilometers here, really near the Amsterdam outer limits, I guess, and at George Marina. I guess they renamed it based on what was on water carton, but it was a great day. Only one bridge had to open, the rest were we sailed under, and we were able to get a hold of the Havenmeester, and he helped us dock here. We got in, and we have one more day. I'll tell you about it tomorrow, but we intend to just enjoy the area around here, take a walk, get off the boat, and enjoy the lovely spring weather. We are at the George Marina, and it is our next to the last leg. We got off here, It's kind of staging to go into the last place where we will return the boat. And we are very near downtown Amsterdam. There is a train bridge over there. We see a train going every once in a while, but they are very smooth and not so loud. So I would say about every couple minutes we see a train. But that's the way we came. We came underneath that bridge. If you go that way, you will head into Amsterdam, but you cannot get into downtown Amsterdam with a boat as large as us. You have to have one of these real small boats that could get under the bridges. So you cannot get downtown. We have proven that. And this marina is just really well put together. There's good security here. We actually walked down to a McDonald's. Over there is a little Italian restaurant, and we are trying to eat up the rest of the food that's on the boat to be able to turn it in tomorrow. So our last stop before going back to turn in the boat, George Marina, here on the Amstel River. And there goes one of those trains. That's a slower one. Every once in a while you see a Eurostar go by, and we will be taking the Eurostar in a couple days to Paris. So we'll see you next time on What Yacht to Do.